What if your sorrow is attached to your happiness? Like, hear me out. What if your season of sorrow, your moment of sorrow, and your experience of sorrow is attached to something more than your sorrow? In Psalms 126, verse 5, it said, "They that sow in tears reap in joy." What if your moment and your season of sorrow is not really depression, is not really stress, is not really the enemy attacking you, but what if you're actually sowing something? You know, the Bible talks about a cheerful giver, but it didn't say you are cheerful when you're sowing. You actually experience sorrow when you're sowing. Your season of sorrow is also could be your season of sowing, and your season of sowing leads to you reaping in joy. So what if your sorrow is attached to your joy? What you're experiencing now, the sorrow that you're experiencing now, what if it's attached to a joy that comes in the morning? And if that's the case, then you want to be careful how you're stored in your season and your moment of sorrow, and not mislabeling it, because we're so quick to mislabel things, and we tie, painful moments and sorrowful moments to something negative. But what if you're sorrowful in this moment because you're sowing something that's going to lead to you reaping joy? What if you're sorrowful because you're sowing patience? What if you're sorrowful because you're dying to the old version of yourself? What if you're sorrowful because you're sowing long suffering, or you're sowing obedience, or you're sowing fasting and prayer? Like, the Bible didn't say that you are cheerful when you're sowing. It talks about being a cheerful giver, but there's a difference between giving and sowing. There's an expectation for you to be cheerful when you're giving, and there's an expectation for you to experience tears, to experience sorrow when you're sowing. And if your sorrowful season is attached to your joyful season, you want to make sure that you're stored in your sorrowful moments effectively. Psalms 126, verse 5 to 6, it reads, "They that sow in tears reap in joy." And it also go on by saying, "They that goeth forth and weeping, bearing precious seeds, shall doubtlessly come again with rejoicing." And I'm talking to the weepers right now. I'm talking to those who are navigating sorrow right now. I hear God say, do not mishandle your sorrow. Do not mishandle your weeping. It is not depression. It is not the enemy attacking you. It is not that you are in a bad season. You could simply just be in a season where you're sowing. And if you know anything about sowing, when you sow a seed correctly, there's always a harvest at the end. So I hear God say, for those of you who are sowing right now and it's very tearful, it's very sorrowful, I hear God said, you shall reap. And the other side of sowing in tears, the other side is that you reap in joy. The other side of going forth and weeping is that you will doubtlessly come again rejoicing. Doubtlessly. That means that without a shadow of a doubt, if you're sowing tearfully, it is without a shadow of a doubt that that story of you sowing tearfully is going to end in you coming again rejoicing. I hear God said you're gonna come again. Psalms 126 verse 6. He that goeth forth and weepeth, bearing precious seeds, shall doubtlessly come again with rejoicing. I hear God say, you're about to come again. And when you come again this time, you will be rejoicing. It will make sense. Your sorrowful moments is about to make sense. Wow. I don't know who that is for, but who the cap fit, let them wear it. You're about to come again, and this time you're coming with rejoicing. It's going to make sense why you were in such a season of sorrowful, tearful sowing. It's not depression. You're sowing seeds. And sowing seeds is hard work, painful work sometimes. But God promised us that we will reap joy when we sow in tears. So keep on sowing, keep on weeping. Joy is coming.